everyone. I'm sending you Triangle Market Intelligence for the winter market here in Raleigh. Let's call it TMI, but it's never too much information when you put hyper-local data and 35 years worth of experience in real estate to give you the facts and not just clickbait headlines about the Greater Raleigh housing market. So this is a winter market, looks nothing like last year, and if you're not watching the right indicators, it's incredibly easy to misread what's really going on. Here's what everyone's getting wrong. They're seeing inventory up by 37%, homes sitting longer, price cuts everywhere, and they think the market is crashing. Well, it's hardly that. So let's break down the data so you can cut through the noise and talk about what this means for your home sale or your home purchase this winter. You know, I see 6 things that are important for you to know in today's residential market. First, let's get clear on what's happening. The Raleigh market isn't declining, it's normalizing. We got 37% more homes on the market than we did last year, and that's the biggest inventory jump that I've seen in years. And yes, that changes everything, but not in the way you may think. We're sitting at 3 months worth of supply of homes. Under 3 months is an extreme seller territory, bidding wars, waived contingencies, all that chaos. Over 6 months is a buyer's market. Prices drop, negotiation gets tough for sellers. But 3 months, that's really a sweet spot, and that's balance in the overall market. And honestly, this has been the healthiest market that I've seen in years. The pandemic market wasn't normal, it was extreme. And what we're experiencing now is a return to sanity, and that's actually good news for everyone. Number 2 point, the 2 market reality. Now, where most people get this wrong is we keep hearing that homes are sitting on the market for 53 days, but that number doesn't tell the real story. It blends 2 completely different markets into one average. Averages are deceiving, and that does not take into account that we've expanded to 9 additional counties that have taken into the Triangle average days on the market. So average days on the market does not tell a true story. So here's the truth. Homes priced correctly from day one, they're going to sell in about 6 days. Homes that start too high, well, they're sitting for 67 days or more. And that difference isn't luck, it isn't the zip code, it isn't the season. It's the strategy and the experience and the pull from marketing that the agent has to reach active buyers. That's plain and simple. So more than 54% of active listings have already taken a price reduction. And that tells you exactly what's happening. Too many sellers are testing the waters or being given the wrong advice instead of positioning their home correctly from day one. And you've heard me say this 1,000 times, but you only get one chance at new. So don't waste it. Number 3, new construction is driving this winter's market. Let's talk about one of the biggest forces shaping this winter's market, and that's new construction. And right now, 1 out of every 3 active listings is a brand new home. Builders are pushing hard to close out the year and begin the first quarter. And trust me, they're very motivated. They're offering bulk rate buy-downs only available to large builders through certain banks. They're offering closing cost help. They're offering upgraded packages and incentives resale sellers simply can't compete with. And those incentives, well, they're having a real impact on the numbers. So the overall prices are up 5% this year over year. But resale homes, well, only 1%. And that tells us that builders are pulling the averages higher, not the resale market. So if you're selling a resale home this winter, you're just not competing with your neighbor's home. You're competing with brand new construction offering thousands in incentives. However, they cannot buy your location, your neighborhood, and often that makes all the difference in the pricing strategy. Number 4, buyers, this is a window of leverage. Buyers, the current winter market is giving you something that we haven't seen in a long time, and that is buyer leverage. Here's what's working in your favor, buyers. 37% more homes for you to choose from. Real inventory, real options. And only 12% of sales are getting multiple offers. So you can negotiate again. You can ask for repairs again. You can actually take your time to actually think. And builders are offering incentives that can save you tens of thousands over the life of your loan. Here's the real power play. Winter is when the "I'll wait to spring" crowd steps back and serious buyers step forward. Sellers are seeking buyers that will close this winter, and that puts you in the driver's seat. Sellers, especially those who've been on the market for a long time, become far more realistic and motivated. This window will close fast the moment mortgage rates dip or the first spring flower buds. So when this happens, everyone who's been sitting on the sidelines will jump in all at once. Right now, remember, rate drops do encourage buyers to buy, so don't dally. Number 5 point is that sellers' winter success requires precision. You know, seller, here's the truth. I know the truth will serve you better than any sugar-coated headline. For home sellers, your first 10 days on the market determine your entire outcome. That's when you get the most attention. That's when the strongest terms and your best chance at top dollar. So if your listing is handled properly, promoted properly, and if you price it right, you've got a great chance to be under contract in under 6 days. Price it wrong, 67 plus days, carrying cost, usually a lower final price. And remember, winter competition isn't just other resale homes. It's builders offering year-end incentives, beginning market incentives in 26, and you simply can't match. So your resale home needs to shine through price, condition, move-in readiness, location, or a compelling value story. This is not the season to test the waters with a higher price. That strategy costs you time and money every single time it's tried. Number 6 point, winter data proves this market is still strong. So even with more inventory, buyers are still active. Winter data shows you that showings are up 32% month over month. Home sales and pending sales are up 11% year over year. So no, the market isn't slowing down to a stop. People are still buying, people are still selling, and they do it with more thoughtfulness, with more strategy, and with a clearer understanding of value. And the fundamentals in Raleigh are really strong. Job growth, population growth, steady in-migration. The winter market isn't collapsing. It's just behaving like a normal, healthy market for this first time in years. That's your Triangle Market Intelligence Winter Update. So I hope it was helpful. Hit subscribe so you don't miss next month's breakdown. I'm Marti Hampton, and I'll see you in the next one.